Hey y'all, I'm gonna show you how to make the best diabetic friendly bread and butter pickles. I promise they're delicious, they don't have an aftertaste, and you never tasted anything like this. Dive in head first into these ingredients. We have these baby mini cucumbers. Love these, found these at the Kroger. They are amazing, perfect for this recipe. And of course we have an onion. I love onion in my pickles. This is optional, you do not have to use an onion. Got a little salt, a little bit of vinegar. We got some apple cider vinegar, and of course our granular and brown sugar swerve. I know y'all see great value. I know y'all see simple truth. So guess what? The Walmart, the Kroger, and the Drug Emporium is where you're gonna find this. So swerve is made from select ingredients from different fruits and vegetables. So it's 0 calorie, it's non-GMO, it is absolutely awesome. But the only thing I disagree with swerve and a lot of our other sugar replacers, be it you use allulose, be it you use monk fruit, is that I don't measure cup for cup. I feel like it gives an aftertaste when it does that. And I'm gonna do a video down the road on how to cook with sugar replacers because we make a lot of mistakes. But I encourage you to use half the amount. So if you use a cup of sugar, use a cup of swerve. Or if the recipe calls for a cup of swerve, use half a cup. It's really gonna make a difference in that taste. My silly self forgot to mention celery salt. I love this stuff, it adds that zing. But I'm ready to dive in. I wanna make some pickles, and guess what? I wanna eat the whole dang jar. So we're gonna take those cucumbers, cut them up. I like to do something called a coin cut, a medium raw cucumber. Now these are baby cucumbers, but a medium or regular raw cucumber. 30 calories, 6 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fiber, so that's gonna give us 4 net carbs. I love a cucumber. We love cucumbers in this kitchen. And why then are we doing a diabetic friendly bread and butter pickle? Well, I've done some research, and from Vlasic to all those, bread and butter pickles are typically in a coin cut, and as little as 3 of those can have upwards of 5 grams of carbs. And I'm gonna be honest, pickles is one of those things that I eat out the jar. I drink pickle juice. Let me know in the comments section if you the same. I need this to be lower carb. So as we cut our cucumbers, throw them in that jar. I have a big, huge jar. It doesn't matter the size of the jar. And then again, I love to add onion to it. I feel like it just adds this very zing feel. I love to take the pickled onions and put them on my low carb burgers, of course. This is purely optional, but I highly suggest it because the flavor quality, it's just gonna make you dance and sing and clasp your pearls, boo. Grab yourself a bowl, one that's safe to use in the microwave, which most of us have nowadays. And we're gonna add to this a 1/4 cup of our granular swerve. And you can kind of see that mine got a little bit hard. Don't throw this away if this happens. There is talk that says that, hey, you can microwave it on 10 to 30 second increments and it will help break it down and make it easy to use. But y'all, I mean, if you lose your cool over this, come on, like, oh, what, just use as is, just use as is. We're gonna add 1/4 of a cup of our brown sugar swerve. Now this will make the brine or the liquid dark. That's not, again, that's not a big deal. That is not the end of the world. Add your 1/2 cup of your white vinegar. I know y'all see that, great value. Now this recipe called for a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. I have not quite a 1/4 of a cup, so I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do at the end. And then a little bit of our Redmond real salt, approximately 1/2 of a teaspoon, and about 1/2 of a teaspoon of our celery salt. You're gonna combine this. I use a fork. I'm not fancy. You all know this by now. I mean, my kitchen is old. Some of y'all will tell me things like, do this to your kitchen, do that. I'm like, oh boo, I don't know if that would even ever work. So no, I'm not getting, marble countertops or whatever the hot, sexy thing is to do right now. It's just not gonna happen. We microwaved it for a minute. We're gonna remove it, whisk it with our fork, because again, I don't do fancy stuff, but I like this fancy little trick. I'm gonna take the contents of that bowl and pour it in my measuring cup, and then I'm gonna pour it on top of my mixture. Now don't panic, the entire mixture is not covered. I'm gonna take what's left of the white vinegar, again, this looks like it's about 1/4 of a cup, and I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna seal it, I'm gonna give it a little bit of a shake, and all we need to do is refrigerate this overnight. This is not a whole 3-week process. I don't have time for that. I want my pickles now. If you want the exact recipe, scroll in the description box, and as always, gang, Dietitian Shelly here. Subscribe if you're looking for more low-carb, diabetic-friendly recipes. Thank you.